Alright. Have to set it up here, right? Division 3 relays, right? That's that. I'll change the save. Alright. String health is coming on now. There you go. Alright. There's some headsets in there. Yeah. Let me just, let's go, Grandma! Let's go! Strike!
Section 1 goes to Silver Lake. In Section 2, the Marlboro B team, Silver Lake A, Duxbury A, and Danvers A team.
Kettle needs to tweet this out. Oh. Alright. Why don't you grab a headset? Which one? That doesn't matter. Give me that one when you take the other one. Alright, you do a welcome, blah, 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 blah. Can you get the stream up on this?
On the site?
Thank you for the site. It's on test to see.
Yeah. I was gonna know it.
Just go to basically running and then.
That is Duxbury, Section 3, Milton A, Tewksbury B,
Oh, it's right.
Milton
Right.
A, Bishop B, and A.
There you go. Hang on. It's not running. Hold on. It's not moving.
Weird, huh?
I can't get it to play.
Section 4 has Marlboro A, Walpole A, Hingham B, Hopkinton B.
It's not working.
It wasn't playing. I don't know why. It looked like a YouTube thing, not a.
It's Division 3, right?
There we go. Now it's moving.
We'll figure it out. So far, 25 minutes.
Another 30-second delay, so you gotta. You're gonna hear him. It's gonna be these kids go.
That is Hopkinton B team. Section 5 has Westboro, Pembroke, Tewksbury, and Winchester.
Let's shut this microphone I'm not hearing you yet. I'm not hearing you yet. For some reason.
When the gun went off, it just jumped, so it's going through something.
I'm not hearing you on the stream yet for some reason, but keep talking.
Tewksbury. Section 6, Hopkinton, Hingham, Sharon,
It's picking up sound.
North Attleboro.
That's when the gun goes off. It goes all the way up.
25-22 Tewksbury team. So it's not picking his voice up beat.
It's
Going
pick,
to the season section.
he tries another one. Is it picking it
Girls
up?
shuttle dash relay. Technical difficulties, but here we are again.
Looks like not that though. In the boys shuttle dash, we have 8 sections. Section 1 is the Shova and Bill Rick.
2-2 mark. Four, 8-6. Attleboro will take that. So boys for a 50-yard relay. Meet record 22.50 from Randolph back in 2013. I'm trying to listen right to YouTube, and I'm not hearing any words yet. This is the first time.
For the girls coach in Hopkinton,
Yeah,
please
it
report to the
increased the
announcers
volume
table.
earlier,
Girls
but it's
coach
not
in
on the screen
Hopkinton.
itself. So we'll keep playing with it until we get it. When we get it, we'll start new. No one's hearing you, you're just talking, like talking to yourself. Like you usually do, like, yeah, like an old cranky guy like that. May hear us, he may not. I feel like you. But so dash here. 2 teams in this heat. So it's picking my voice up.
Here.
That'll be 4 record 2250 from Randolph 2013.
Section 2 has Greater Lowell, Shepherd Hill B, and Winchester B.
This one. You're trying to figure out what this is.
Let's go, Red Bull!
A lot of stuff you don't want to be hearing, but it's the game is sort out what we need to sort out. Who could hear him good, but what? Yeah, you hear him. Section 2 is
Red Bull! Run! Run!
Mike's on, so
Sharon B, Winchester
that
B,
mike's on. That mic is on.
Let's go!
but it's not on the screen. It's different. So you can't hear him talking, right? You can hear us or not.
So
This microphone's on.
I can't hear him.
This
I hear him.
microphone's on.
Section 3, Malden Catholic B, North Attleboro B.
That's a headset.
3 of 8.
That's the mic too. You'll be able to tell. Just tap it.
Attention athletes, girls.
Shuttle.
First call, the 4x800. First call, girls, 4x800. Report to the gym.
There's a delay too, so.
He's not. Right. When you hit that, all the sound stopped.
Section 3 is
a
Hingham,
gap.
Tewksbury
It's a
B,
stop.
Malden
Yeah.
Catholic B, and North Attleboro B. Malden Catholic with a slight edge now, but off that exchange, that's changed drastically. Hear him in here.
I can hear our conversation for 30 seconds ago.
So it's picking us up off his here.
I don't know what's going on.
Yeah,
Section 4 of 8 is Winchester, Shepherd Hill, Bishop Ian, and Milton. Section 4 of 8.
Now I do.
Section 5. It's going to be Attleboro battling. Attleboro with the lead right now.
Attention athletes, boys, it's the last call for the 4x800. All 4x800 runners, girls and boys, should be in the gym.
Close to
All
what
4x800 runners, girls and boys, should be in the gym.
Should we put that box into here directly?
Section 6, Tewksbury, Walpole, Catholic Memorial, and Pembroke.
Maybe we just need to pick a different input for that side. Okay.
Ian to our best time.
We'll just unplug these.
This should have it. Pembroke.
It's just to listen to the stream itself.
So we have Pembroke out ahead a little bit on that exchange. Pembroke and Tewksbury there right there. CM is going to take this section. Catholic Memorial takes section 6.
Section 7 has Marlborough, Sharon, Silver Lake, and Marblehead.
Section 4, 2306, still a bit of time to beat for Bishop Thean. Let's see. Zero. 6, 7, and 8 now. Marlborough, Sharon, Silver Lake, and Marblehead. Start off here. Still a little bit in the edge here. Close. Looks like that's a Marblehead.
And the final section has Danvers, Hingham, Oliver Ames, and Hopkinton.
6. Top, so yeah, 290. Getting into this final section, the boys shuttle dash relay. Danvers Hingham, Oliver Ames. This one will be good. Oliver Ames, the top seed here. In third. Hingham's in the lead now. Hingham's going to take this. Close to see it. We'll see where they stand.
Way in the back.
The next event on the track,
It's like it's not
the
way in the
oval,
back, but it's.
will be the first of 2 sections, girls 4x800. In section 1, we have Milton, Oliver Ames, Marblehead, Neshoba, Hingham, BT, Westboro, Silver Lake, Winchester, Danvers, Milford, Stoughton.
This is listening to YouTube.
Well, should we have YouTube off them? Like, do you need it?
Yeah, yeah.
First call for the boys and girls high jumpers. Here are the results of the girls shuttle hurdles.
Yeah,
In
keep doing what you're doing.
6th place, Hopkinton,
At some point when we
time
get
of
it, we'll tell you.
32.79.
Like,
In
go to
5th place,
that.
Westboro, 31.38. In 4th place, Milford,
Yeah, I want to see if the settings in
31.35.
here.
In 3rd place, North Attleboro, 30.62. In 2nd place, Hingham, 30.42. And this year's Division III champion, setting a new divisional record, Hopkinton, with a time of 29.82. All awards can be picked up.
This should be a.
You can pick up your awards on the upper level, the far corner under the Bob Patrick
Should be a setting.
honor.
Should be a settings thing.
Following the results of the boys shuttle hurdles, in 6th place, Silver Lake, 28.50. In 5th place, Sharon, 28.42. In 4th place, Westboro, 28.32. In 3rd place, Stoughton, 28.24. In 2nd place, Marblehead, 28.14. This year's shuttle and hurdle relay champion for the boys, North Attleboro, 27.21.
I see him. That's not lad.
Yeah, stream is the volume. We're trying to get the volume. 30 top seed. Milton in this first of 2 sections. The only thing I can think of is 4 by 8.
I just can't tell what I'm listening to.
Yeah, if I unplug this and plug this back in. I am missing a wire on that. I'm pretty sure if these two are working, which they are. So you're saying go to YouTube itself?
Like I can hear you talking just now. I'm just telling her.
Silver Lake boys, coach, please
But
report.
again, that's through this microphone. Where's the microphone?
Silver Lake boys. Tim Semino to the announcers table.
That's the volume, right? Where's the microphone?
Just can't shut
What are
it
you
off.
looking for?
Microphone.
Try to shut the microphone off. How do I?
You have to go to like system preferences, so go down to Finder. Or you have to open system preferences. Should be able to go to File. Yeah, that one. And then it should say something like sound and something. Sound, right there.
The Division III record for this meet, all the way back from 1980, belongs to Seekonk. A very fast time of 9:22.9. Top seed in this event entirely is 9:44 from Billerica. So I don't think we'll see a meet record, but stranger things have happened. The girls are getting ready to start this 4x8 as everybody gets organized on the infield. Welcome to Reggie Lewis here. Sorry for the delay and the technical difficulties. This is the Massachusetts Division III State Relay Championships here on Sunday, January 14th. Thank you for joining us. Sorry for the lack of audio accompaniment to the infield event, but recap that a little bit. Catholic Memorial took the boys shuttle dash. I will certainly do my best to make sure you're all aware of the results here. But the girls 4x8 is the next event on the track. First of 2 sections. The meet record from 1980 belongs to Seekonk with a very fast time of 9:22. The top seed in the second section is 9:44. So it's unlikely we will see a meet record, but it is track and field. Stranger things have happened. The top seed in this first section is Milton with a time of 10:30.
Am I going to follow the lead?
11 teams will be in this first section with the girls 4x800 meter relay. Milton, Oliver Ames, Marblehead, Neshoba, Hingham, Westboro, Silver Lake Regional, Winchester, Danvers, Milford, and Stoughton here in this first section. As the girls complete their first 50 meters, we will see how this race unfolds.
A little bit of jostling there towards the front. And Milton is in the lead, followed by Neshoba and Oliver Ames. Starting to spread out a bit. Pace is quickening on the second lap. People not content to sit back and race, knowing if they want to score in this event from this heat, it needs to be a fast time. And again, coming up in the first quarter mile, this is Milton and Neshoba. About 75 the first quarter. That's 2:30, 800 pace, right on 10 minutes. So significantly faster pace than the top seed here. And Neshoba is starting to put some distance on the chase pack led by Milton and Oliver Ames. And Neshoba now starting to rip this first leg. Coming through with 1 lap to go before that first exchange. About 153 through the 600. It's put about a good 25, 30 meters. Neshoba, but being caught quickly by Oliver Ames and Milton. So this first exchange will be one with about 3 top teams here. As it looks like Milton's going to overtake Neshoba, swinging wide for this first exchange. But all 3 ladies right about there. Opening up at about 232, 233 for that first 800 leg. And it's Milton now out in front a little bit. Again, Milton top seed here at 10:30, but significantly faster than that at the moment. Milton's really opening up, 25, 30 yards now. The pack has spread out a bit, but still not out of reach for anyone. 3 to go in this second leg. Milton has put some distance there. It's going to be Oliver Ames in second. All right, 2 laps to go on this second leg. Milton is settling in, but has a about 25, 30 meter lead. On top of Marblehead and Oliver Ames. Neshoba and Hingham right there in 4th and 5th. Come up on 1 lap to go for the second leg here.
25. In 3rd place, Tewksbury, 25-22. In 2nd place,
Milton still in the lead.
25-17.
Although Marblehead, Oliver Ames, and Hingham are closing.
24-86.
Neshoba, Silver Lake, Shepherd Hill.
6th place, Silver Lake, 23-16. And 5th place.
Now this is Marblehead, who has taken a lead on top of Milton here, heading into the second exchange for these 3rd legs here. Very fast last lap for that Marblehead runner.
23:08. In 2nd place, Hingham A, 22.
There we go, 5:16. So now we're a little bit closer to seed time pace here, and it looks like Marblehead and Milton are going to be out in front a bit. We have Oliver Ames and Hingham, Silver Lake, Neshoba, Shepherd Hill.
Yeah, she's about to get that. The girl in the red is lapping.
So Milton and Marblehead are your two leaders to start. We have Oliver Ames. And then Hingham. Hingham's B team here in this first section. Followed by Silver Lake. And that's Westboro. My apologies for calling them Shepherd Hill. They deserve to be called what they deserve to be called. And they are Westboro, representing Central Massachusetts, battling with Neshoba. And it's Milton. And Marblehead. Spreading it out a little bit. Hingham, Oliver Ames, Silver Lake. And with 1 lap to go, we have Milton, Marblehead. Hingham closing quickly here. Their B team in this first of 2 sections of the girls 4x800 meter relay. Marblehead doing what they did in that last leg, closing quickly on Milton. And this will be most likely a very good finish here as we go to the last legs. About a second difference in handoffs, about 8:01 heading into this final leg. Milton, Marblehead, Hingham B. Up here, the final exchange for the final team here. As Danvers has the baton now. And 3 to go for our leaders, with Marblehead sitting right on Milton's shoulder. Again, thank you for joining Bay State Running here for the live stream of the Division III State Relay Championships here at Reggie Lewis. Sorry for our technical difficulties starting the meet. I talked myself through the shuttle hurdles and shuttle dash, but unfortunately I did not talk you through it. And with 2 laps to go, Marblehead takes the lead over Milton here in the first section of the 4x8. Marblehead's trying to put some distance there in this heat. Don't count out Hingham. And we're going to come up in the bell lap in about 70 meters. And it's going to be Marblehead in first with 1 lap to go. And it looks like Marblehead will end up taking this first section of the girls 4x8. Fast finishes have been the strength of their legs today, and it looks like that's going to still be the case. Milton still hanging on to second, but being chased. And here comes Marblehead onto that home stretch. We're going to finish and take this first section of the girls 4x8. About 10:39 unofficially. It's like Milton's going to hang on to second. Well, we have Hingham just behind him in third.
Section 2, girls 4x8 will be Bill Ricka, Walpole,
Section 2 lining up
Hopkinton,
as Neshoba finishes.
Pembroke, North
And we still got a little bit of time left in this first section
Marlboro, and Shepherd Hill.
for these teams to finish. We all have Ames, Silver Lake, and Winchester. So all these teams within a minute of each other here in this first section. And the second section, top seed Billerica, 9:44 today. Followed by Walpole at 9:52, Hingham at 9:59. Everybody else 10 minutes or higher. Hopkinton, Bishop Feehan, Pembroke, North Attleboro, Sharon, Marlboro, and Shepherd Hill will complete the 10 teams here in the seeded section of the girls 4x800 meter relay. As I mentioned earlier, the meet record 9:22.9 from Seekonk way back in 1980. On paper seems safe based on these seeds, but as I will say all day long, this is track and field. Crazy things happen. Everybody's still in it here. Billerica out in front. And Walpole now takes the lead. A lap into it. Long way to go in this one, but every bit counts. And there's Hingham there in that first pack right on Walpole's shoulder. Ladies are going out quick here. Through that first quarter mile. Looks like it's going to be about 69, 70 seconds. That's 2:18, 2:20 pace. That is much faster than these seeds. And everyone's still right there. Billerica now putting a little bit of distance on Walpole and Hingham, but still early in this one. Apologies if I refer to an athlete who is not currently in the race. It's hard to make sure I give everybody justice, but I will do my best to point out people as they come along. But Billerica here, opening up a decent lead with 1 lap to go in this first leg. Billerica, a very strong distance program, especially on the girls' side. We'll have here Billerica handing off first. Very fast first leg, about 2:21 unofficially. We're going to have Milton A is in this heat, despite the fact that it doesn't say they are. So apologies to the Milton A team for not mentioning them to begin with. They're about 40 yards behind Billerica. As information comes to me, I will certainly relay it to you. With 3 laps to go here in this second leg, it's Billerica, followed by Milton. We have Sharon in third, with Hopkinton, Hingham, Walpole. Billerica extending that lead a little bit. About 25, 30 meters now. A little bit faster than their seed time at 9:44 pace-wise right now. Sharon takes the lead over Hopkinton, Milton, and Hingham. In that chase pack with quite the battle, Walpole, North Attleboro, Bishop Feehan, Pembroke, Shepherd Hill. And Marlboro. Billerica still extending that lead as the second leg has one lap to go. So Billerica almost a 50-yard lead now. Opening up here. Sharon and Chase with Milton, Hopkinton, and Hingham. Remember to also pay attention to the infield if you can, as we see some high jump and long jump starting. It's always fun to catch some of the field events as well. These relays matter a lot in that team title here. And Hingham now, Billerica now, about 450 through the first two exchanges. And Billerica has about a 50-yard lead over Milton and Sharon, Hingham, Walpole, Hopkinton. Starting to spread out now. But there is some big-time girls lined up for that anchor leg here. So don't count anyone out
North Attleboro and Westboro. Girls hurdles.
We transitioned it off somehow.
Please collect your medals.
Hang on, I don't know if it's not now. We gotta go back into preferences.
I'll change it.
I gotta plug this back in.
This.
In a second.
Sharon trying to put some distance on Shepherd Hill, but they're not giving up. They're keeping that tight, within range here for the victory in this first heat. And Tantascwa now. Sorry, Dartmouth moving up into third, right ahead of Walpole. And Sharon now. 1 lap to go in this third leg. Thank you if you're still listening. I know the audio has been in and out. We are doing our very best to get this meet to you in the comfort of your own home, on your computer or cell phone or fancy smartwatch. And here the final exchange in this first of 2 sections of the boys 4x8. We have Sharon about 40 yards ahead of Shepherd Hill, Walpole and Dartmouth. Sharon trying to stretch out that lead, trying to get into the money from the unseeded heat.
Again, could the Winchester Dash girls go collect your medals? North Attleboro
3 to go.
boys hurdle team.
With Sharon.
Girl team, go collect your medals, please.
Shepherd Hill. Walpole putting some distance on Dartmouth from 3rd to 4th. When you are done listening to our live stream or watching whatever race you'd like to, or if you're just listening, please browse our website. Get used to BayStateRunning.com. It is the authority for Massachusetts cross country and track and field. Starting to spread out. Forgive my use of the imperial versus the metric terminology. I will use yards and meters interchangeably. Sharon, 1 lap to go. A 200-meter lap, or a 220-yard. Shepherd Hill in 2nd. Walpole 3rd, Dartmouth 4th. Coming through with 1 lap to go. Top seed in this heat, 8:45. Looks like we're going to eclipse that a little bit. Or be right on the money, about 8:43 unofficially. Sharon will take that first section, with Walpole finishing 3rd, behind Shepherd Hill in 2nd. And then we have Dartmouth in 4th, followed by a chase pack. In section 2, your seeded heat, you will have Pembroke with your top seed of 8:10. And behind them will be Tewksbury, Walpole, Duxbury, Stoughton, Catholic Memorial, North Attleboro, Winchester, Bishop Feion, Hopkinton, and Milford. In the 11-team seeded heat of the boys 4x8, which will get underway as soon as we conclude the first section.
4th flight girls long jump, please report to warm up. 4th flight girls.
Moving quickly through the girls' long jump, already on the 4th flight. We will finish that before we start the boys. Here we go, seated section. Boys 4x8. Tewksbury right out in front of Pembroke. Off the gun. And again, this section will have Pembroke, Tewksbury, Walpole, Duxbury, Stoughton, Catholic Memorial, North Attleboro, Winchester, Bishop Fee and Hopkinton and Milford. Pembroke in front now through the first lap. The Division III record from 1982 belongs to Scituate, 7:57.4. The all-division record way back from 1984, Cambridge Ridge and Latin, to 7:53.3. To see some pretty fast times here. We want to see that meet record fall. Pembroke's going to lead the first quarter mile through about 62 seconds. Pembroke racing well, fighting off. Duxbury putting a slight gap in the rest of the field. One lap to go. In that first leg, it is Pembroke being overtaken by Duxbury here. Very fast last lap here. Got North Attleboro chasing down Pembroke and Duxbury, and those will be your top three through the first exchange. Here we are. We have Duxbury, Pembroke, North Attleboro. We have Tewksbury, CM, Hopkinton. Fastest time from the boys unseeded heat, 8:43.89 belongs to Sharon. And through 1,000 meters here, we're at about 2:33 as the second legs finish their first lap. And again, Pembroke and Duxbury battling it out at the top there, followed by the chase pack of Tewksbury and North Attleboro. And the Redmen move into third, trying to track down Pembroke and Duxbury. Still anybody's race. Everybody right there. About 50 meters separating first and ninth. One lap to go here in the second leg. Pembroke, Duxbury, Tewksbury, North Attleboro, Walpole, Winchester, Catholic Memorial, Hopkinton, Bishop Fee. And Pembroke and Duxbury. Again, strong finishes here. Pembroke, Duxbury in the second exchange here. Started that third leg. Pembroke now about 20 meters in front of Duxbury. Pembroke just trying to make this smooth and easy. Tewksbury third, Walpole fourth, Winchester into fifth now. Starting to spread out a bit, as they often do in that third leg of this particular relay. Pembroke opened up a big lead on Duxbury. We still have a commanding lead on Tewksbury and Walpole from second to third and fourth. Pembroke now extending that lead as the chase pack is tightening up behind Duxbury. You have Winchester getting themselves back in this race, closing in on Walpole and Tewksbury. North Attleboro, CM and Hopkinton closing as well. And now Pembroke swinging down the home stretch for the final exchange here. That'd be about 6:15. That's 2:05 pace. Duxbury second. Tewksbury, Walpole, Winchester. North Attleboro are your top six in the money at the moment. We will see how this last leg unfolds. Again, thank you for joining Bay State Running for this live stream of the MSTCA James Calparis Division III State Relay Championships here at the Reggie Lewis Center on the campus of Roxbury Community College. One of the best meets of the year. No individuals, all teams. See you as depth, see you as guts, see you as courage. That's what this meet is all about. Pembroke still in the lead here. 2 laps to go. Duxbury trying to get back. Walpole over Tewksbury, 3-4. Winchester 5, North Attleboro 6. Still your top teams in the money. Catholic Memorial and Hopkinton trying to get back into scoring position. And here we go, on the bell lap. Pembroke. Duxbury is closing. Trying hard to get back into this race. Walpole 3, Tewksbury 4. Duxbury is closing. Looks like Pembroke will have the finish though. North Attleboro 5, Winchester 6. Look to be the scoring teams, and you'll have Pembroke finish unofficially about 8:18. Duxbury about 8:21. Tewksbury will take third here, about 8:28. Walpole finishing this up, but will be in the money, 8:34. North Attleboro 5, Winchester 6. Those will be your scoring teams, all eclipsing the fastest mark from the previous heat. Moving on now, you will have the girls sprint medley relay. 3 girls sprint medley relays. As Coach Loam reminds me via the loudspeaker here at Reggie Lewis. Meet record is 409.1 from 1987 by Stoneham. Here's your first section here of this girls' sprint medley relay. Sprint medley relay is 800 meters, 200 meters, 200 meters, and 400 meters. Lots of varying paces here in this particular relay. This first section will have Tewksbury. Not quite sure. This first section looks to be Milford here leading there, seated at 450.
Right next to the Athlete Hall of Fame board, the second level.
And the top seed in this particular event we'll see in Section 3 is going to be Tewksbury at 410. So they're right around that meet record. We'll see if Mstca is the 800-meter leg there. All right, and this 800 leg here. As we come around, always interesting to watch these 800 runners hand off to your 200 runners. Timing is important for handoffs in this relay. And we'll have one lap to go. And Tewksbury B out in front, followed by Bishop Feehan. Walpole, Milford.
Attention, athletes, girls, first call, 4x200.
There we go, Tewksbury B team coming to hand off. A pretty fast time here in this first opening 800 meters. It'll be about 2:35. Bishop Feehan in second for these 200-meter legs. Things get hectic now, especially as teams look to be close to being lapped. And we'll see some interesting handoffs here. Tewksbury closing that gap. On last. So you're going to see Tewksbury is second 200-meter runner now. Right ahead in Neshoba's first. Walpole and Feehan second and third in this particular heat.
In sixth place, Winchester, 8:37.74. In fifth place, North Attleboro, 8:35.94.
And here comes Tewksbury.
In fourth place, Walpole,
Trying to hand off to this 400 leg.
In third place, Tewksbury, 8:28.83.
And Marlboro in
Second place, Duxbury,
200-meter leg.
20.78. And this year's Division III champion, Pembroke,
Tewksbury way out in front in this one.
68. Could you guys please go collect
Tewksbury
your
B
medals
team,
on the second
as I
level?
mentioned earlier, Tewksbury A team is the top seed in this event, close to that meet record. The all-time record from 1980 in Brookline High School is 4:06.6. Very fast time. But we will see what the Tewksbury squad is able to do in a couple heats. Tewksbury B was seated at 5 minutes. They're going to be well ahead of that mark at about 4:40. Second will be Walpole. Third, Feehan.
Next on the track,
Fourth,
the
Milford.
second section of 3 girls sprint medley, Duxbury, A, North Attleboro, A, Marlboro, O'Brien, Danvers, Winchester, Hingham B, Walpole,
We will see how
Burco.
this particular heat goes. A lot of reseeding done here at this meet. So we're not quite sure who's put themselves where as cards are handed in or not handed in, depending on the circumstance. But second of third heat of the sprint medley relay for the girls, I can tell you that. Duxbury girls, top seed in this section. Being that top seed, they are seated at 440, which was Tewksbury's time from the last heat.
Report to the gym, girls and boys.
So now we have O'Brien out in front, setting a quick pace in this second of three sections of the girls' sprint medley relay. This 800-meter leg has kept everybody in it thus far. Coming up on that first quarter mile, we have Winchester out in front now. Going to go through in about 73, 74 seconds as they open up a lead. Danvers going with them past O'Brien. On the back stretch, 50 meters separates first and last. Winchester trying to open up this gap. Again, pivotal to win your heats in this meet. You may sneak into the team scoring. So Winchester now at 152 through that 600-meter split. But Danvers and Duxbury climbing back into it. Big move being made here by Marlborough, I believe, coming into second. Closing that gap on Winchester. What a finish here. Going to be about 232, I believe. 233 through that first 800-meter. Marlborough, Winchester here for these 200-meter legs now. And now we'll see some jostling and some exchanging of places as the pace quickens. Marlborough prepping for that handoff. And Duxbury and Danvers. And a blind handoff there. Risky but efficient. Duxbury, Danvers, Winchester, North Attleboro. Athletes do not need to stay in lanes for this particular 200-meter leg. And here we go, the final exchange. 200 to 400. Marlborough, Duxbury, Danvers, Winchester, North Attleboro. Burncoat out in Worcester, O'Brien. Gonna pass on the inside there. Walpole and Hingham. And Marlborough still holding on to that lead. One lap to go here in this 400-meter leg, this final leg. Trying to get 440, be that day's best so far. The Tewksbury B team set that from the previous heat. Doesn't look like anybody's going to catch Marlborough or Duxbury. And they should be just faster than Tewksbury B from the previous heat. And they will be. Marlborough sets the day's best ahead of this, what is sure to be a very fast seated section of the girls' sprint medley relay. This section will feature Oliver Ames, Bishop Feehan,
Next on the track,
Shepherd Hill,
section 3 of 3 girls sprint medley.
Tewksbury,
Featuring Tewksbury,
Hopkinton,
Hingham, Westboro.
and that is indeed Rachel Mstca from Tewksbury lining up for the start of this race, undoubtedly looking for a national qualifying time. We will see a very fast first 800 here. Mstca running 2:55 in the 1,000 meter up in Dartmouth last weekend. Certainly has the leg speed in her to go well under 2:20 here. And Shepherd Hill out in front. Freshman, sophomore, 600 meter champion here, taking the lead over the veteran Mstca. And this race is certainly on very fast. And we're going to be about 69 through that first quarter. Everybody's still right in it. Very fast time. And now there's some separation on the back stretch. Mstca tries to push the pace, but can't get around. And here we go, Shepherd Hill still holding off Tewksbury. 1 lap to go. Still not letting Mstca by. 1 lap to go. And here we go, Mstca taking the lead, gonna open up very fast, about 2:16 and 2:18 for Shepherd Hill. Emma Sullivan, that freshman, sophomore meet record holder in the 600 meter, not in any way intimidated by Mstca from Tewksbury. And it looks like that's the race. Tewksbury and Shepherd Hill on the backstretch here in that 200 meter leg. And this is going to be a good one, guys. We would have to see a sub 60-second leg here if we want to see a meet record, but still a very fast time indeed. Hopkinton is in third. We have Sharon and Oliver Ames. Tewksbury still holding on to that lead, coming up with 1 lap to go. Shepherd Hill's closing. There on that back stretch. This will be quite the finish. Shepherd Hill can't get around that turn, and Tewksbury has another gear. So does Shepherd Hill. And watch this one. Tewksbury is going to hold on to it. About 4:11 to 4:12 by Shepherd Hill. What a race. Just outside that meet record of 4:09. 2 very fast times indeed. Very fast heat there of the girls sprint medley relay. Next is going to be your boys. boys sprint medley relay Division III record set by Dorchester High School in 1990 was 3:34.7. Brockton's all division record of 3:31.3 was set in 1993 rather. Tewksbury's sprint medley time of unofficially of 4:11 looks to be U.S. number 4 on the season. Very, very impressive. So the first of 3 boys sections of the sprint medley is off. Top seed in this event, and we'll see in the third section, North Attleboro at 3:38, which would put them top 15 in the country if they were able to achieve that mark. But here, 2 laps into this first 800-meter leg. That's going to be Shepherd Hill in the lead. $4:11.77 officially for Tewksbury, with 4:12.63 from Shepherd Hill. Acton Boxborough from Massachusetts set U.S. number 1 Friday evening. It's going to be U.S. number 4 for Tewksbury, which will then make it U.S. number 7 for Shepherd Hill. So 3 of the top 7 sprint medley relay times in the country belong to runners from the Bay State. About 2:12. That first 800-meter leg. And you got Shepherd Hill here. And Tewksbury for a 2:3 in this first of 3 sections of the boys' sprint medley relay. Again, 800-meter, 200-meter, 200-meter, 400-meter is the order for the sprint medley here. Different parts of the country do different orders, but here in Massachusetts, we go 8, 2, 2, 4. Greater Lowell way out in front. Shepherd Hill and Tewksbury. Two Tewksbury teams in this section.
Following the results of the girls' sprint medley, in 6th place, Oliver Ames, 4:28. In 5th place, Hannah, 4:26.
And Greater Lowell has the baton now for that last 400-meter leg. Shepherd Hill, Tewksbury. Tewksbury is Winchester.
In 2nd place, Shepherd Hill, 4:12.60.
Completely different uniforms.
This year's Division III sprint medley champion for the girls, Tewksbury.
Which is not a thing you want to do in a relay meet. But Greater Lowell, 1 lap to go here. Looks to easily take this first section in the boys' sprint medley. Shepherd Hill, Tewksbury, Tewksbury, Winchester. There we go. Greater Lowell finishing up here in about 4 minutes. Again, that boys meet record, 3:34.7, set in 1990 by Dorchester High. Last year's winners, Catholic Memorial in 3:38. It's also North Attleboro's seed time for here, so we'll see a team close to that meet record if all goes according to plan.
Bishop Ian, Winchester, Billerica, Marlboro, Dartmouth, Burncoat.
Right. 9 teams in this section as well. And the 800 leg is off. Appears as if girls' long jump has concluded and we're on to boys. Well, we are still getting going in the high jump on the infield. Shot put is being thrown in 2 separate locations on the track. Burncoat in the lead through that first lap of the 800 leg in this second section of the boys sprint medley. The boys are throwing in the cage to the right of the scoreboard. Girls to the left near the garage door. Mstca and Marathon Sports signs. Coming up with a quarter mile to go. 400 meters. Burncoat still in the lead. Fian takes it over now, with Danvers in third. Fian opening up a big gap there. About 100 meters left. Sorry, 300 meters left. Danvers trying to go with him. 1 lap to go, about 1:35 through that 600 meter split. Danvers is closing. Silver Lake trying to get around Burncoat. Winchester making a move. Trying to get into third. Past Silver Lake. But this first exchange is going to feature Bishop Fian, Danvers,
Bishop Ian,
Silver Lake and Winchester.
Danvers, Silver Lake.
You got Burncoat, Pembroke, and Marblehead. Dartmouth and Billerica. There we go. Another 200. Danvers now trying to get past Fian before the turn. Fian's trying to hold him off.
Danvers and Bishop Ian.
Silver Lake, Winchester.
What happened?
Danvers, Bishop
Final
Ian.
exchange here.
Silver Lake.
Danvers, Fian.
Winchester, Burncoat, Pembroke.
I didn't even see that. Couldn't read it. What is
All right, Danvers going to take this second section. 1 lap to go. Looking strong. Fian in second. Silver Lake trying to get there. Danvers will be slightly faster than Greater Lowell from the previous section, about 3:52, 3:55. And we got Winchester and Burncoat finishing close there, just under 4.
3-3. North Attleboro, Alder-Ames, Hopkinton, Westboro, Milford, Hopkinton, Hingham, and Silver Lake.
And now, on to the final section. Boys sprint medley relay. Again, North Attleboro, that top seed at 3:38. Seated just outside that meet record of 3:34. As the athletes get squared away in the starting line. 8 teams in this section.
Could the boys coach from Marblehead please report to the announcers here? Boys coach from Marblehead.
And here we go. It's a clean start. The first 50 meters.
Could Coach Fiona Murphy and Coach Len Harmon please report to the announcers area? Coach Fiona Murphy and Coach
The 4 athletes on the inside look to be ahead of the 4 athletes starting in the barrel, but it will bunch as the first lap is in about 31 seconds for that first 200 of this 800. As always, if you have suggestions about the quality of our streaming, please make sure you email or tweet, whatever you need to. Your feedback is important to us. Westboro now in the lead over OA, North Andover, North Attleboro rather, and Hopkinton. All stride for stride, right in this race. Coming up to 1 lap to go here in this 800-meter leg.
This is still Westboro.
It'll be about 132 through the 600. Oliver Ames hits the front. North Attleboro, your top seed right behind him. Closing that gap. Oliver Ames and North Attleboro. How about an opening leg at 2:01? Make up some time here in these 200-meter legs if we want to see a meet record. Oliver Ames, North Attleboro, way out in front. Here in this second 200-meter leg. North Attleboro closing that gap. And we're pretty close here for this last 400. Oliver Ames and North Attleboro right there. We're not going to see a meet record, but we're still going to see a fast time. Oliver Ames controlling the pace, as they've done since the middle of that 800 leg. And 1 lap to go. There's the bell. North Attleboro trying to get on the shoulder of Oliver Ames. North Attleboro's closing. Can't get there before the turn. Oliver Ames tying up a little bit. Here comes North Attleboro. And North Attleboro, your #1 seed, will take it in about 3:42. North Attleboro with the finish. We'll take a close one over Oliver Ames.
On the track is section 1 of 7 girls 4x200.
Now on to
Section
the
1
4x200 meter relay. Always a good one. Fast handoffs, important handoffs. 7 sections here in this girls 4x200 meter relay. They'll use 5 lanes and exclude lane 1. The seated section will likely have 4 teams and not 5. The first legs run completely in lanes, hand off in lanes. The second leg will run their first turn in their own lane and then break at the little orange cones. 3-turn stagger for all 4x2s. A neat record in this event, 144.4. Set back in 2015 by Hingham. Very fast time, just shy of the all-division record of 144 flat, set in 1987 by Randolph High School. Tewksbury here in the lead. Something spread out here. Tewksbury with about a 40-yard lead. We will see some fast times in the last section here. Really good 4x2s seated. And 1 lap to go here in this first of 7 sections of the girls 4x2. Hip numbers flying everywhere. Who needs them anyways? Tewksbury in front. Everyone's closing. And Tewksbury is going to take your first section. About 2:08. Walpole, Greater Lowell, Marlboro, and Neshoba.
After 4 scored events, North Attleboro 22, Hingham and Pembroke with 10. Marlboro at 10, Tewksbury at 10.
Second of 7 sections here coming up. Clean start there. First section's usually filled with schools' B teams. And some youngsters or some veterans in the meet. And here comes the first exchange to the break. Looks like Marlboro. Followed by Shepherd Hill, Milton, Winchester, Silver Lake.
Section 2 has Milton, Marlboro, Winchester, Silver Lake, and Shepherd Hill.
Some lead changes here. As Shepherd Hill now going to take the lead, although teammate didn't slide down. There's going to be a very interesting handoff there. They're going around the whole thing. And it starts to spread out. Shepherd Hill out in front. Milton and Winchester chasing. Marlboro and Silver Lake battling in the back as well. And with 1 lap to go, it's going to be Shepherd Hill in front here in this section.
Following the results of the girls' long jump in 6th place.
Winchester in second, Milton in 3.
45 feet 11 and a quarter. 5th place, Winchester, 46 feet 2.5. 4th place, Westboro.
And Shepherd Hill is going to take this section.
3rd place, Milford.
Faster than Tewksbury B took the previous. It'll be about 2:01.
47 2.25. This year's girls long jump champion, North Attleboro, 47 3.5. After 5 squad events, Hopkinton 29, North Attleboro 26.
You can hear, you're hearing Coach Bob Lom announce the team scores. I'll get those to you as quickly as I can as well. Section 3 of 7 here. Gonna have Oliver Ames, North Attleboro, Tewksbury. And coming up that first exchange. Tewksbury is in the lead. So Stoughton behind Oliver Ames and North Attleboro.
Attention athletes, girls. This is the first call for the distance medley. First call, girls, distance medley.
Girls side, Hawkington in the lead with 28 team points. Ahead of North Attleboro and Tewksbury tied for second with 16. On the boys side, North Attleboro with a commanding lead of 22 points over a bunch of teams with 10 and 8. It's tightening up in that backstretch. Tewksbury still in the lead. Tewksbury, North Attleboro, Oliver Ames, Stoughton. North Attleboro closing that gap on Tewksbury. And Tewksbury is going to take it, about 158.
Section 4 has Marlborough, Marblehead, Silver Lake, Hingham D, and Hopkinton D. Section 4 of 7.
About halfway done here with the girls 4x2s. Starting to get some faster times as we get close to that seeded section. Again, meet record 144.4 from 2015 set by Hingham. Top seed in the event today is that Hingham team at 147.
Attention athletes, girls. This is the last call.
Close race so far in this heat.
Last call, girls, distance medley.
As the athletes fight to the break and then merge in on that back stretch. That is Hingham taking the lead in this fourth of 7 section of the girls 4x200 meter relay.
Could Mike Mullen please report to the
Again, thank you for joining us at Bay State Running for our live stream of the James Kalperis Mstca Division III relays here at the Reggie Lewis Center. Hingham out in front. Coming to the final exchange here. Silver Lake moving up next to Hawkington. And then Marblehead. And Hingham's going to take this heat. Time to beat so far, 157.09 from the previous section. And that's eclipsed. Silver Lake, Marblehead, Hopkinton. 5 of 7 here, starting to get some teams who will undoubtedly creep into the team scoring from these sections. Bishop Feehan, Neshoba, Pembroke, Dartmouth. Staying in lanes their whole leg here. It's to be a fast opening leg. Be about 27 seconds for that leader, Mstca. Breaking past the cones. Pembroke moving up. Dartmouth, Pembroke, Mstca, and Bishop Feehan. Always an electric atmosphere at the state relay meet. High intensity. Always fun. Things happening everywhere you look. Definitely one of the highlights of the Massachusetts track and field season. Coming up here to finish. Be a little bit faster than the previous heat. And that's how it goes. Dartmouth will take it. About 154 unofficially, followed by Pembroke, Bishop Feehan, and Mstca.
Next on the track, section 6 of 7, Duxbury, Winchester, Walpole, and Hopkinton.
Fast teams here. Winchester. Some real fast sprinters. Young ones, too. You'll have Hopkinton, Billerica, and Walpole as well. Now you're going to start to see some fast times creeping down, 148, 147 perhaps, from these teams. This is Winchester already making up the stagger here in this leadoff leg. Very fast opening leg for Winchester. Walpole, Hopkinton, Billerica. Winchester out in front. Coming into this second exchange. It's going to be Winchester about 15 meters ahead of the field.
Winchester.
Everybody else bunched up there.
Walpole.
Winchester extending that lead a little bit. Hopkinton is closing. And Duxbury and Walpole.
Winchester, Hopkinton, Duxbury.
And Hopkinton is closing on Winchester's leg. But Winchester will hold on to take this one. And what will be the fastest time of the day so far. Trying to dip under 150, and they're going to do it. About 149.5 unofficially. Fastest time of the day with one section remaining. And that will feature Milford, Hingham, North Attleboro, and Sharon. Some athletes getting to the down start in the set position. And the girls' seated section is off. Again, Milford, Hingham, North Attleboro and Sharon, your top 4 seeds. And here we are. Looks like North Attleboro and Sharon pretty close to that first exchange. Fighting to the break. Just a step ahead of Hingham and Milford. And North Attleboro here with that lead over Sharon. Milford, Hingham. North Attleboro there with that clean exchange. Starting to extend that lead. They want that 10 points. Got to run 1:49.63 to take it from Winchester. And the final exchange here. North Attleboro out in front. Milford, Sharon, Hingham. Close battle for second there between Milford and Sharon. And here comes North Attleboro, chasing 149. Looks like they will be under. Looks like they will take it. So North Attleboro is going to win it. I believe Winchester is going to take second from the previous heat as Milford and Sharon go 2-3 in the final section. And now we're going to go to the boys 4x2. You got 7 sections in that as well. Meet record from 1987, 132.3, set by Weston High School. Again, that all meet division record is 130.4 from that Brockton team in 1990. First of 7 sections here, employing 5 lanes to start, and they will cut it down to 4. Take Malden Catholic and Billerica. Winchester, North Attleboro, Greater Lowell. Second exchange, Billerica out in front of Malden Catholic. A bit of a hectic exchange there. People still running in lanes, despite the fact they no longer need to. People doing a lot more work than they have to do here. Get around. But it is bunching up. All right, and Billerica, Malden Catholic, same old story. North Attleboro, Greater Lowell, and Winchester. Billerica trying to hold them off. Here comes North Attleboro, swinging wide. Malden Catholic. Billerica will hold on to take that section, about 145 high. Section 2 of 7 here. Wait for Tommy Marr to bring the runners set. Heat 2 is off. Marlboro, Walpole, Milton, Westboro, and then Shepherd Hill. Marlboro way out ahead in this one.
Attention athletes.
Walpole, Shepherd Hill, Westboro, Milton.
First call, boys distance medley. All distance medley runners, girls and boys, should be reporting to the gym. All distance medley runners, girls and boys. This is the last
1 lap to go. It's still Marlboro, Walpole, Westboro, Milton, and Shepherd Hill.
Following the results of the girls 4x200, in 6th place, Hingham, 151.32. In 5th place,
All right, Marlboro's to take that section, about 140.
93.
Westboro, Walpole, Shepherd Hill, and Milton.
49.96. In 3rd place, Milford, 149.85.
And it's 3 of 7 now.
2nd place,
With Tewksbury, Hingham, Milford, Neshoba, Hopkinton.
146.38 for first place. After 6 events scored, North Attleboro 36, Hopkinton 31. Section 3,
And a fair start there in Section 3.
Milford, Hingham B, Tewksbury B.
All right. Tewksbury out ahead in lane 6 on that exchange. Fighting to the break. Quite the battle here. Again, thank you for joining us for the Division III State Relay Meet here at Reggie Lewis. Milford ahead of Tewksbury here, that exchange. Neshoba in 3rd. It's Milford and Tewksbury battling it out in the top of this heat. Tewksbury reclaims the lead. Again, kind of chaos at the handoff zone. Athletes not sliding down. Athletes staying in lanes when they don't have to, but that is the beauty of track and field. And Milford's going to take this one. Hingham, Neshoba, and Tewksbury, and Hopkinton.
Next on the track, Section 4, Shepherd Hill, Walden Catholic, Sharon, Oliver Ames.
Now trimmed down from 5 to 4. Moving forward. It's Oliver Ames, Sharon, Walden Catholic, and Shepherd Hill. Runners in lanes 2, 3, 4, and 5. Moving forward in the boys 4x2. And this is going to be a very close exchange. It's like Oliver Ames may have made up that stagger along with Shepherd Hill. Sharon's right there. Walden Catholic a little behind. Up to that second exchange here. Shepherd Hill and Sharon.
Oliver Ames, Walden Catholic.
Very similar jersey colors. Going 1-2. And that's going to be Sharon swinging wide on the backstretch, taking the lead over from Shepherd Hill. Heading into this final exchange.
Sharon, Shepherd Hill, Walden Catholic.
And this is a fast time. Sharon, Shepherd Hill, Malden Catholic, Oliver Ames. And now Shepherd Hill will retake that lead over Sharon and hold on to it all the way to the finish line. About 1:37. That is the fastest time of the day thus far. Again, meet record 1:32.3, about a second faster than the top seed today. The event was won last year in 1:35 by Dartmouth. And I have Hopkinton, Stoughton.
Section 5, we have Hopkinton, Stoughton, North Attleboro, and Bill Ricker.
Stoughton's first leg is out. Already made up the stagger there on North Attleboro and Bill Ricca. Clean handoff. Stoughton in the lead. Hopkinton, North Attleboro. Bill Ricca, rather, North Attleboro and Hopkinton. And it's Stoughton Bill Ricca, but Stoughton can't get that handoff off. That's going to cost him. So now we're down to 3. And Stoughton will undoubtedly be the victims of a exchange zone violation. Bill Ricca in the lead now. North Attleboro, Hopkinton, who will also, North Attleboro will also be, or should be the victim of a handoff violation, but I do not think there was a referee watching. And here's Bill Ricca, will take it.
Stoughton came back.
Tewksbury, Winchester, Walpole, and Dartmouth.
Tewksbury, Winchester, Walpole, and Dartmouth in this section.
Please report to the announcer's table. Boys coach Stoughton to the announcer's
Oh,
table.
they got him. The Big Fletch sent a text to the finish line.
This is section 5. Or 6, rather. Section 6 of 7 of the boys 4x2. Walpole. Dartmouth. Followed by Tewksbury and Winchester. As we see this second exchange. Very, very close here. As Tewksbury takes a stumble. Trying to come around that turn. Still in the race though, and closing. Pretty nice recovery there. And despite the stumble, we'll hand off close to first. Very, very close here in the second to last section. A little bit of bumping. Winchester trying to get around Tewksbury, or on the inside of Tewksbury. Can't do it. And Dartmouth's going to take this section about 137.
Next, section 7 of 7, Pembroke, Marblehead, Bishop Mead, and Hingham.
And here we go. Last section, the boys 4x2. Should be quick. Fast section off. Pembroke. And here we go. This looks like Marblehead and Pembroke. Hingham, Fian at the break. They settle in, still Pembroke out in front. Coming around to that second exchange. Whoa. That was not the bell lap. We're not going to see a 118 4x2 today. We do have one more exchange, and now it's Bishop Fian in the front. Swinging around Pembroke. Handoff's crucial here. Fian trying to stretch that lead on Pembroke and Marblehead. Pembroke's anchor leg is closing. And Fian will take it. And the meet, about 134 high. Next on the track will be the girls' distance medley relay.
The girls have 4 competitors left, 2 for Higgins, 1 for Bishop Fian.
And the girls' DMR, the Division III record, belongs to Bishop Fian. And Abby McNulty from 2014, at the time of 12:25. The all-division record from 2016, set by Needham, 12:10. There'll be 2 sections here of the girls, 4 distance medley relay rather. The distance medley relay is a 1,200 meter, a 400 meter, an 800 meter, and a 1,600 meter, a metric mile. Not quite as varying pace as the sprint medley relay, but still an entertaining race to watch.
I totally agree, Fletch. Check, check, can you hear me? Excellent.
So we got Tewksbury seated at 12:25 as your number 1 seed in the distance medley. That'll be the next section, but that is your meet record. Winchester in the lead now in this first of 2 sections. All right. Winchester in the 1,200 leg. Starting to stretch it out a bit, but just 2 laps in, 4 to go. A lot can happen in a half mile.
I agree, Coach. Do you think it's about patience or?
It depends. It depends on what the goal is. I think here, if you're in the unseeded section, you're trying to get in the money, I think you got to be a little bit more aggressive. You can't be as tactical as you would be if you were in the seeded section, or if there were only 1.
So you're saying to the people out there that teams are in unseeded heat, your best bet is to be aggressive and go get it.
I think so, unless you have a goal like a school record or having some young kids get some experience. But if you want to have the chance to medal and you just weren't fortunate enough to be in that seeded heat, you got to go for it.
Got to go for it. Looks like we got a two race right now.
Yeah, Pembroke closing up on Winchester there. Putting some separation on Shepherd Hill in the chase pack. It's a very close girls meet team-wise. So this distance medley will have some impact.
Implications.
Absolutely. Looks like our scoreboard on the far side of the tracks a little bit. There we go. Just an update on team scores. North Attleboro women 36 points, with Hopkinton 31. starting to separate themselves from the pack on the boys' side. North Attleboro in the lead in both of these, 22. It's about 4 or 5 teams in second place with 10.
Scores after 5 scoring events for the boys. North Attleboro 22,
And
Pembroke 18, Bishop Mann 16, Hingham 16.
we are going to have these two teams, Winchester and Pembroke, separate themselves from the rest of the pack. Shepherd Hill is getting themselves back in this race, though.
They are.
Pembroke with about a 15, 20-meter lead on Winchester, who similarly has about the same distance on Shepherd Hill. And as we see these 1,200-meter legs come to a close, the 400-meter leg will take off. So an increase of speed, no doubt. Not as aggressive as the 800, 200 transition in the sprint medley, but still sort of a shock when you see it. So Pembroke here, finishing that 1,200-meter leg in about 4:02. We'll start that 400 leg. Winchester second, Shepherd Hill will be third. Here in the first of 2 sections of the girls' DMR. Coach H.
Coach Fletch, how are you today, sir?
Good. What's your favorite relay at this meet?
That's a great question to ask. When I was younger, when I ran the meet, I liked the SMR. As I've gotten older, I've learned to appreciate the DMR.
I like the DMR myself. I think a lot can happen in a DMR. You're never really out of it.
Never really out of it. Like with the SMR, if you have a solid 800 leg, that could separate a lot. But with the DMR, like we saw last night in Division 2 with Ryan Oosting running a 414 leg to seal the deal with Arlington. The first 2 legs for Arlington weren't even in the lead.
Right, and that's, yeah, you can see sort of how one person can make up quite the difference as we start the 800-meter legs here in the DMR.
So like you're correct, like you're saying, this is where the money's at. You could have a decent 800 runner, but if you have a horse or a stud at 16 that can close, they can get the job done.
And that's where the strategy of coaching comes in. Who do you put where and why? It's all about matchups. It's all about who has experience in certain events. It's all about what other teams do, but mostly it's about just luck and getting the job done.
Like as we see right now on the track, Shepherd Hill's made a move. Back to a good 1,600 runner. Shepherd Hill's 1,600 runner looks like they're closing in on Pembroke with a less than a 10-meter lead. It's a 2-woman race.
All right, Pembroke, Shepherd Hill, and Winchester still 1, 2, 3.
Shepherd Hill girl has nothing to lose.
Yeah, it's about being aggressive. We'll see what's in store for this 1,600-meter leg, but this unseeded section is certainly looking to be quite an entertaining one.
Shepherd Hill runner keeping her team alive. Okay. We have Pembroke in the lead. Shepherd Hill closing in as we're going to the last exchange. We have Pembroke on the back stretch. Shepherd Hill closing the gap. See that, ladies and gentlemen? Can't stop. Shepherd Hill girl's gonna give her team an opportunity to compete. Are we going to the final exchange, 1,600-meter leg? We have a 3-woman race. Pembroke with the first exchange. Shepherd Hill has exchanged. Winchester has exchanged. Let me just zoom in for you guys. We have Pembroke in first. Shepherd Hill second. Winchester's made a move. Winchester girl in second place. Pembroke in first. We have a 3-woman race. Less than 15 yards amongst the 3. Ladies and gentlemen, spectators and audience, it's never over. This lap, they got another 7 to go. Pembroke in the lead, Winchester on their shoulder. Shepherd Hill trailing. And the key in on the top 2 girls. You have Pembroke, Winchester patiently in striking distance. Shepherd Hill still there, being patient. What a race, ladies and gentlemen. Pembroke pushing. Pembroke pushing. Winchester still there. Shepherd Hill still there. Shepherd Hill making a valiant effort on the backstop, in the backstretch. Pembroke still in the lead. Winchester trailing. Shepherd Hill in a close 3. This is down to tack. Kids, if you're watching, never over. This race will be all about tack. And obviously who wants it more. The mental prowess and the mental capacity of the DMR requires obviously strength, endurance, and the will. This is getting real interesting, ladies and gentlemen. 3 places separate 3 women, 3 strides. As we see right there, we close in. We have Pembroke, Winchester, Shepherd Hill. What a race. Winchester, Shepherd Hill seem like they're being patient. A move will be made. And there we go. The move has been made. The move has been covered. Pembroke right back at top. Winchester gave a move. Shepherd Hill still sitting. Then we'll go into the bell lap. Not yet. Winchester's made the move. Pembroke, Shepherd Hill trailing. Winchester trying to stretch it out on the back stretch. Shepherd Hill's now made a move. What a battle. Pembroke and Shepherd Hill going back and forth between second and third. What a battle. Winchester. The Winchester girl coming into the bell lap. Here's the move. No bell lap. I was wrong. Shepherd Hill trailing. Looks like the Winchester girl trying to open it up in the backstretch.
Winchester girl is Ella Aldrich. Very fast freshman from Winchester.
Middlesex girl, okay. She ran cross country?
She did. She was third in the Middlesex League Cross Country Championships.
Wow. So we have talent here.
We do.
She She's stretching it out. Shepherd Hills with a valiant effort. The freshman sensation from Winchester did a little glance back, which I wouldn't advise, but she looks strong. She's going to take this DMR home for the Winchester girls.
With a fast time from the unseeded section, no doubt.
13:20 maybe? 16.
About that.
13:21, what a race. What a race, Shepherd Hill, Valiant, Pembroke coming in.
Forgive me, Ella Aldrich is a sophomore, but still, nonetheless, a lot of talent and a lot more times we're going to see her running on this track.
Fletch, what are we looking at right now? DMR seeded section?
Girls DMR, our seeded section. We will see Tewksbury seated at the meet record time.
A loaded Milton team?
Milton is the 6th seed with a 13:20. The only two teams seated under 13 minutes would be Tewksbury at 12:25, again that meet record, and you'll see Billerica seated at 12:58. The meet record again 12:25.27 from Bishop Feehan back in 2014. The all division record from that loaded Needham team of 2016, 12:10.92.
Margie, Armstrong. The
That
Needham team was very tough. Special shout out to Van Cott.
Coach Van Cott did a great job with that.
Great job.
Still looks like a two-person race in that team score for the girls, North Attleboro
and
Hopkinton. Although, as we all know, once the high jump results and long jump results filter in, that can change drastically. So don't count out Tewksbury, Milford, and Sharon.
Girls, Tewksbury, Billerica, Hingham, Milton, Walpole, Shepherd Hill, Hopkinton, Milton, and Bishop Feehan.
I like the Hopkinton girls in this race. Hopkinton, tough team in the Tri-Valley Conference. They're a decent cross-country team, had a decent cross-country season.
There are a lot of very good distance schools in this race.
Shepherd Hill's the sleeper.
I think we're going to get a very fast DMR out of this section. And if Tewksbury's intentions are to set a meet record, they might drag a few teams with them.
Fletch, how's it important for a kid to go with another runner, although he or she may perceive that the kid is better than them? How important is that?
Like, how important is it to let someone drag you around? Or
correct.
It's helpful, especially if it's an event like the 1200, which isn't run as an open. If you don't know quite what to do, I would tell my athletes to sort of tuck in the position you want to finish, or you think you can, and just see what happens. But like I said in the previous section, this 1200 leg can go one or two ways. It can be a tactical race, which tends to slow it, and then have it be a kicker's battle, or you can kind of stretch it out. And that looks like the direction we're heading in there. We're about 5-minute mile pace, the first quarter mile here, and it's Tewksbury out in front. And if they want to set that meet record of 3:45, 3:50, 1200, we'll set them on pace for that, no doubt.
So we're looking at 3:45, between 3:45, 3:50.
The pace right now, I'm sure it will slow a little bit, but yesterday's DMR in Division 2, first leg handed off in 3:56. And we are a little bit faster than that yesterday. But they're going to be at about 1:58, so that's 3:56 pace now. If you got 1200, so maybe about where we were yesterday in that DMR. The Woburn girls won with 12:44 yesterday.
Great ankle leg, great teamwork by the Tanner girls last night. Tanner women ran well.
I am a lucky coach. And now Milton, I believe, hits the front over Tewksbury. And we are starting to see some separation with Bill Ricker in third, and then a chase pack behind.
They have strung it out.
Right here. And we have Milton, Tewksbury, Bill Ricker, sort of a no man's land. Shepherd Hill trying to get back as this pace has quickened.
Two-woman race right now. Two-team race.
It is. Oh, I'm sorry.
What was that attempt at?
I believe it was 6-7.
6-7.
And now we have Tewksbury hitting the front again. 1 lap to go here in this 1,200 meter leg. Tewksbury, Milton, Bill Ricker. Big gap. Shepherd Hill, another big gap. And Hopkinton leading that chase pack. Bill Ricker climbing themselves back into this race.
Absolutely. What a leg. Last lap by the Bill Ricker.
It's all guts now.
Absolutely.
And now there's another gear from the Milton and Tewksbury girls.
Used to be right around like yesterday, 355, 356.
I'll be about there, so.
We have a 355. We have a race, ladies and gentlemen.
Bill Ricker's there, everybody else is going to be. What's interesting to watch is make sure you look at Winchester's time of 13:21. Some of these teams aren't going to get there. And this is that 400 leg. A little faster than the 12. 1 lap to go in that. Tewksbury, Milton, Bill Ricker, Shepherd Hill.
Tewksbury starting to open it up on the backstretch.
Yeah, putting about 7 or 8 meters on Milton.
What does that mean when you have an anchor who can get the job done?
This will be a battle of anchor.
I haven't seen Bridget Mitchell.
I have not either. And Tewksbury. Milton about 3 seconds behind. Dorica, 400 leg, closed the gap there. Now we got Shepherd Hill.
Is that the Michaela Ostertag girl? Tewksbury?
I believe it is. Fast runner.
Fast runner.
And now we have this 800 meter leg, all important 800 meter leg, which is starting to spread this field out.
Tewks is opening it up. It's Tewks versus the clock now. Sessa on the ankle leg, you think?
Would make. I do believe I see her there.
They're gonna take a shot at it then.
Got to think she's got a shot at dipping under 5 minutes in that 1600 meter leg. About 5:03 through the first 1600 meters of this entire relay. It's about a 66 opening quarter here for Tewksbury. He's now put a big gap. Rick has climbed themselves back into the race for second. Right on Milton's shoulder.
She opened it up.
Content to settle for 8 points, perhaps.
This is Tewksbury's race to lose.
And barring some catastrophe, no one's going to catch them.
One more lap to go.
Almost a 100 meter lead now.
The girls from the Merrimack Conference running real well.
See it. We'll see what the strategy for Mstca is on this anchor leg. To get that meet record, she's going to have to run about 5 minutes. She's going to get the baton at about 7:25. Yep. That meet record is 12:25.
All eyes on Mstca.
And Tewksbury now with a 110-meter lead.
They're definitely a real deal.
And it's starting to spread out now. Again, thank you all for joining us here at BayStateRunning.com for this live stream of the MSTCA James Calparis Division III Relays here at the Reggie Lewis Center. It's fun to be with you, bringing you this event, which is one of the pinnacles of Massachusetts track and field on the high school level all year. Indoor relays brings a vibe not too many other meets bring. And now it's Mstca cruising around. And keeping track. It's a 70. Going to be about 75 through that first quarter, which is meet record pace, but it's going to have to be a little bit turned up from there if she wants to make sure her team has a shot.
Could Don Kirkland please report to the announcers table? Don Kirkland to the announcers table.
She's moving those arms. She's on the back stretch.
In rhythm now.
Coach Fletch, how is it a preference to run by yourself or run in a pack? Or is that a personal preference?
I think that's a personal preference. I've had athletes I've coached who cannot run tactically well in a pack. They need to be out front. I've also coached athletes who are superb at sort of sitting on the shoulder, letting others do the work, and then striking when the moment is right.
Correct.
Mstca is such a, when you're at the level that she's at, I don't think it really matters.
No, she can do both. Like what she did in, was it the 4x8 earlier?
Sprint medley.
Sprint medley. She ran well.
She did. I believe about a 2:15, 2:16. And here she goes. She's got a half mile left. She's going to have to run a 2:25.
Could be done.
Last 800.
She has the pedigree to do it. Could be
does.
done.
The real race is for second, as Tewksbury, anchored by Mstca, is closing in on almost a full lap lead on the chase pack. Three to go.
What school did her older sister go to?
UMass Lowell, I believe. Or
she's going to Georgetown.
She is.
4x400 relay. Last call, girls. 4x400. Report to the champ.
Rachel Mstca now coming in with a quarter mile to go. Don't think she's gonna be able to grab that meet record. She'd have to close in sub 70. But still, nonetheless, a very fast time for these Tewksbury girls.
By themselves today.
Absolutely. Number one time in the country at the moment is 12:09. They won't get that, but certainly an opportunity to be in the top 10. I will let you know upon the finish.
Maybe 12:20.
Probably more like
12:25.
12:35, I think.
Yeah.
I got about.
Here she go.
There's Rachel Mstca. from Tewksbury.
And the meet record is what?
12:25. Right, as Coach Lom just announced, 26-second last 200. Probably not doable.
Not happening, but
she will run.
Valiant effort.
What could be sub 12:40, or what should be sub 12:40. And that 12:35 time unofficially is going to give them U.S. number 9. 9th fastest time in the country.
Good job, Pete Malloy.
As of now.
Girls.
That was a
5:10 mile ankle leg.
I mentioned she would have to run 5 flat, 10 seconds off the meet record. I'm sure Coach Malloy didn't want to have his best runner go too hard this early, trying to chase a meet record that is not the record I'm sure they want to have. I think they have bigger goals in mind. And now, Hingham will finish 3rd behind Bill Ricca. Milton in 4th. And Shepherd Hill finishing in 5th.
I didn't see Bridget Mitchell.
Neither did I. Hopkinton 6th to round it out. But remember what I said about Winchester. They definitely snuck into the points from that unseeded heat.
Next on the track is section 1-2 boys distance medley. The new record set 2016.
And more DMR fun now on the boys' side. Still 2 sections of the boys' distance medley relay. Just on a reminder, 1,200 meter, 400 meter, 800 meter, 1,600 meter, which is a metric mile. Meet record, which is the all-division record, very, very fast. 10:14.45 from that Concord Carlisle team with Thomas Radcliffe.
Eli Decker.
Correct, yeah. It helps when you have a 3:04 1200 leg as well.
Yeah. Helps a lot.
It looks like Bishop Fian out in front of this first section of the boys' DMR. Going through that first quarter mile, it's going to be about 67. Fian, Danvers, North Attleboro, your top 3 here. Danvers hits the front. Looks as if the only field event still remaining is the boys' long jump, which means we should have a pretty good idea of who stands where as we head into the 4x4s. Ten teams in this first of 2 sections of the boys' DMR. Starting to spread out a bit early on. Let's see if the winner of this heat can do what Winchester girls did. Sneak out a 4th place from the unseeded heat. And it's Danvers. 2:20 through that first half mile. Fian, North Attleboro, Winchester, Oliver Ames. Danvers putting on a little bit of a kick here. Making that lead about 25 meters. as the 1,200 runners have 1 lap to go. Go with Danvers.
Following the results of the girls distance medley in 6th place, Milton, 13:25:11. In 5th place,
Danvers opens up almost a 50-meter lead in that 1,200-meter leg. In boys DMR, we have 1 team seated under 11 minutes. That'll be Hingham, featured in the next heat. This Danvers team seated at 11:58. There's a lot of teams in it, around 11 minutes. Of course, yesterday we saw Arlington take the boys DMR in Division II with a very fast time, 10:28. And here's Danvers, 1 lap to go in this 400 leg. Still with a very large lead.
Attention athletes, girls, to last call.
This is Oliver Ames, Fian, Winchester, North Attleboro. We have Shepherd Hill, Sharon, and the 400 to 800 exchange coming up. Danvers still about 50 meters in front. Winchester third. Nice 400 leg from Winchester there. Got them back into this race. Now we'll see just how packed up this race can get. Looks like Fian, Winchester, and Oliver Ames want to close that gap in this 800 leg. Don't want to save it for the 1,600.
Could the following teams please go pick up their medals? The Pembroke boys 4x2 team.
Danvers trying to hang on to their lead, but that chase pack is moving.
Sprint medley team and the Milton girls 4x800. Would you guys go please pick up your medals? Pembroke boys 200. Westboro boys.
Danvers, their lead's about 30 meters now. With Winchester, Oliver Ames, and Fian closing. But it's been consistent the last half lap or so. And there's Danvers with that lead. Chase pack trying to get back. Get into the final lap of the 800-meter leg in the first of 2 sections of the boys' distance medley relay. And those 1,600-meter legs coming up. And Danvers is going to hand off that baton in the lead. And Oliver Ames and Winchester closed big time on that one. Great leg by Oliver Ames in that 800. Danvers maintaining that lead. Oliver Ames and Winchester closing in. Every team is now on that 1,600-meter leg, as we can see the next section take the stride in the reverse direction along the track. Everything's starting to spread out. Danvers coming up with 6 laps to go. with Winchester, Fian, and Oliver Ames in pursuit. Tough running when there's no one real race. A lot of people are spread out, running in no man's land, trying to get contact with anyone they can. As this chase pack is most certainly going to catch Danvers in a lap or so. Boys' scores tightening up. You can see on the scoreboard, 4-point battle between North Attleboro and Pembroke, with Fian just 6 back from the lead. Well, Pembroke is that high seed in the DMR. And Danvers now still in the lead, but attached back to that chase pack. Fian now right on the shoulder, and now passing Danvers. Oliver Ames and Winchester trying to maintain contact a little bit farther behind. And now Fian battling with Danvers. Oliver Ames and Winchester about 15 meters back.
Attention athletes, boys, 4x400.
Fian stretching out that lead.
Boys, 4x400. Report to the gym. This is your
We come up with 2 laps to go.
4x400. Report to the
Fian,
gym.
Danvers about 10 meters back. Winchester trying to get back. Oliver Ames falling a bit behind. One lap to go here in this first section. And we have Bishop Fian.
After 6 scored events, Pembroke 28, North Attleboro 23, Bishop Fian 20, Hingham 16.
And Fian is going to take this first section of the boys' DMR. Time just under 11:30.
First section, Danvers.
Danvers is second. Looks like Winchester will be third as they lap some runners.
Hey, Fletch. Just looking ahead at next week, we have the MSTCA Division 4 on Saturday,
And
I
then
believe
Division 5 on Sunday.
Yep. We also will be doing the weekend of the state coaches meet, which would be Saturday and Sunday. We'll have the calendar.
27th and 28th, I believe.
27th and 28th, yeah. We'll also, pretty much every weekend, we'll have something going on here. We have the last chance to qualify meet. First Saturday in February?
Saturday or Sunday. It might be Super Bowl Sunday.
It might be Super Bowl Sunday.
And I know we're going to try and bring as much conference championship content as well as we can. And this is the seeded section. Hingham that top seed, but everybody else right behind him. All these teams seated between 10:55 and 11:15. So this should be, at least on paper, Great race to watch. And again, as we gave you a little bit of a preview about our upcoming content, thank you again for joining us for this live stream here at the Division III Relays at the Reggie Lewis Center.
And we'll be bringing all the MIA divisional meets as well.
And those will be fun. If relays and how competitive they've been is any indication of how the state meet will be, you won't want to miss it.
Yeah, it's Wednesday to Sunday of just hardcore track and field. And we'll have it all live here. We will not be doing the all-state meet, unfortunately. Not this year anyways.
Pembroke in the lead, fighting in that team title battle. 10 points here would put them in a good spot. But as you can see, 9 teams right there. Coming up with 600 meters to go in this first 1,200 meter leg. Pembroke now about 143. That's not particularly fast. So we will see if we see some big openings here.
Fletch, those Walpole uniforms look awful familiar to another North Shore team.
A lot of orange.
A lot of orange with a W on it.
Yeah, it's always
Who had the, didn't you have a patent for that?
Yeah. Until they realigned it, I think there were 6 black and orange teams in the same division at one point. Makes watching a little bit difficult. But Walpole is right on Pembroke's shoulder here as we approach 1 lap to go in the 1,200 meter leg. Gonna hit that 1,000 meter, maybe a little bit slower than everybody anticipated, but 2:54. And now we'll see who has the last lap. Number 1 seed Hingham climbing right back into that battle. Now in 4th. And moving on the backstretch. And number 1 seed Hingham hits the front. And hand off right around 3:25 for that first 1,200 meter leg. And now the 400s. The people will jockey for position. Trying to get the stick to their half milers. We're gonna likely see a lap here, but Hingham still stretching out that lead over Pembroke and Walpole. And in 100 meters, we will swing into that 800 meter leg. Hingham in first. About a 51, 52 second quarter there by Hingham. Walpole second, Pembroke third. And we have Tewksbury, Hopkinton, Billerica, Dartmouth, Westboro. Opening up a bit, Walpole not letting Hingham get too far away. Pembroke keeping within distance as well. Fastest time from the unseeded heat belongs to Bishop Feion. It's an 11:27. And this heat not being particularly fast to begin with, we could see Bishop Feion squeeze out some points from the slower section. Hingham now, 2 to go in their 800 leg. About 20 meters up on Walpole, who has about 20 themselves on Pembroke.
I would think Pembroke is loaded on the back end.
Typically, that's the VMO over there. It's tough to make up 50 meters, though. Hingham is that #1 seed at 10:55. They got 1 to go. Walpole hanging in there at second. And then Pembroke running away from the chase pack. Tewksbury and Billerica. Tewksbury making that move, but Hingham has opened this up. Almost about 40 meters over Walpole as we enter the 1,600-meter leg. And Pembroke and Tewksbury will hand off, practically tied for third. Followed closely by Dartmouth and Billerica. Westboro and Hopkinton right there as well. And as these runners settle into their 1,600-meter anchor legs, Walpole is closing a bit on Hingham. Hingham is in first. Walpole second. Pembroke leading that chase pack.
Billerica found their way in there as well.
Tewksbury's there. Dartmouth's right there as well. Should be a good finish. Now Walpole going to the front, overtaking Hingham. It's about a 30-meter lead on that chase pack. Pembroke, Billerica, Tewksbury. Dartmouth falling a bit behind.
This is Walpole.
Walpole leading Hingham by a stride. Pembroke, Billerica, they are closing. That lead has shrunk. Is it too much for Pembroke and Billerica to do? Hingham not letting Walpole go.
Pembroke is definitely closing.
Powerful stride there from Pembroke, reeling those guys back in. What's the finish going to look like? Let's see who has what it takes. Hingham right there, letting Walpole do all that work. Hanging on. And we have 2 laps to go here. Last quarter mile.
Following the result of the girls' high jump.
Pembroke right back in it. Closing all the time.
In 5th place, Neshoba.
Billerica and Tewksbury going right with them.
In 4th place, Hingham, 13.9 3/4. In 3rd place, Hopkinton, 13.11 3/4. In 2nd place,
Now we have 2 laps to go.
14 feet 3.5. This year's
Plenty of time for everybody to get themselves back in this race. Pembroke right there, closing.
15 feet 6.5 inches. Could I have the
Big points for them. would help them in their quest for the team title.
That'll be a great last lap.
3 teams right there. About 250 meters left. Walpole trying to run away from Pembroke. He ran such a smart race. See who has the finish. Walpole trying to hold off Pembroke on that backstretch, but cannot. And Pembroke's going to take this one. Walpole's got to watch out for Hingham. Coming on that home stretch. It's going to be Pembroke, Walpole, Hingham. Billerica is going to get caught by Tewksbury at the line. And then on the home stretch now, Hopkins is going to get there, or else Feehan's going to score from the unseeded heat. It's going to be close. Either Dartmouth or Bishop Feehan will pick up that last point in the boys' DMR. Moving on now, our final event on the track. Final event of the day. 4x400 meter. Girls first, then boys.
Final events on the track are going to be the 4x400 for the girls. There are 3 sections.
Girls meet record 357.9 from West Roxbury in 1984. North Quincy High School has the all-division record way back from 1981 with a 356.8. Three sections here of the girls 4x4. Milton will run in that seeded section. They are the top seed at 4:05. Fastest time in Massachusetts this year, 4 flat from Wellesley.
Could I have the boys coach from the Neshoba Regional to the announcers table? The boys coach, Neshoba Regional.
First to 3 seconds off, 7 teams in here. On the waterfall start, the seeded section will start in lanes. And as the boys' long jump looks to be concluding soon, we should have an idea of who needs to do what in the 4x4s. Secure a team title. This looks like Shepherd Hill now at that first exchange. Right with Hingham.
Following the results of the boys' distance medley, in 6th place, Dartmouth, 126.98. In 5th place, Billerica, 111.87.
Second legs here.
11.11.63.
Spreading the race out a little bit. Shepherd Hill. 1 lap to go in their second leg. About 3 strides ahead of Hingham, and Marlborough is closing.
This year's Division champions, Pembroke, 11.04.44. Team scoring after 7 events, Pembroke, 38. North Attleboro, 23. Hingham, 22. Bishop Feehan, 20.
Marlborough, quite the leg in that second position, right on Shepherd Hill's shoulder as we come up to the second exchange. Third legs now. Shepherd Hill, Marlborough, Hingham. Sherwood Hill B in fourth. Walpole. Tewksbury. One to go, Marlboro. Still in the lead. Coming up to that final exchange in this first of 3 sections of the girls. 4x4. Seems as if North Attleboro has a 9-point lead in the team title for the girls. Maybe uncatchable. Hopkinton second with 38. But again, depends on that 4x4. Boys side, Pembroke with that big DMR win. 38 points to North Attleboro's 23. But I am watching North Attleboro long jump. So we'll see what happens there. Hopkinton has a very fast 4x4. North Attleboro should be in that seeded section as well. And we're going to have
Pembroke have a 4x4.
On the boys' side, Pembroke will be the top seed in the boys 4x4 at 331. North Attleboro second at 336. Everybody's still in there. So 5 points separates Pembroke and North Attleboro.
That's without the long jump, though, right?
Without the long jump and without the 4x4. So Pembroke's got to maximize their points in that 4x4 unless they are also going to score in the long jump. We don't have results from previous flights, so flying blind a little bit there. But we do know North Attleboro has long jumpers because we can see them. Second of 3 sections of the girls 4x4. These ladies start in lanes and will break after their second turn. Winning this heat's important for team points as well. Typically will slide in to a scoring position. Everybody right there. You have Stoughton out in front. Marblehead, then Stoughton. Very similar uniforms. Tewksbury, Neshoba, and Duxbury, and Feehan. Tewksbury closing the gap there. Now swing on the front. Tewksbury. This is their A team. Tewksbury are the defending All-State champions, but did graduate a couple last year. Nonetheless, trying to run away from Stoughton. and Marblehead. It'll be about 2:10 through that second exchange. Stoughton, Marblehead, Duxbury, Fian, and Neshoba.
So looking ahead at the boys' team scoring, word in the street is Pembroke's team did not place in the long jump.
Okay.
But North Attleboro
likely will.
I believe, from what I'm hearing, is going to win the long jump. So how does that?
So that means it would be North Attleboro 43 and Pembroke 38. So Pembroke would have to outscore North Attleboro by 5 points in the 4x4 in order to take it. But they are the top 2 seeds.
Is there another team in the mix there, or is it just?
I believe Bishop Fian is 28 points, a little bit behind.
Yep. So looking forward to a fantastic finish.
Yeah. Although it does look like the Pembroke boys are jumping.
Yeah, but not, from what I'm hearing from a reliable source, that they will not play.
All right. And this is Mstca, her 3rd event of the day, anchoring this 4x4 for Tewksbury from the 2nd heat. But a very fast time here. It's going to be in and around the 4:14 area, maybe even faster. Definitely faster. A 4:11 from the unseeded heat.
Why weren't they in the seeded heat?
Seeded at 4:20. There we go. Stoughton and Duxbury will be your 3rd and 4th. 5-6. 4:11 from Tewksbury. Very fast time to beat from the unseeded heat. We'll have Barica, North Attleboro. We'll have Hopkinton, we'll have Milton, we'll have Shepherd Hill, and we'll have Hingham. Top seed is Milton in lane 5, seated at 4:05 flat. No one with the down start there.
Is the shot put complete? That's the only, I believe it is, right?
I believe the shot put has been completed for a while. It is tough to see completely in the cage. And this is Milton and Shepherd Hill out in front. 28.5 for the first lap. And we will see what this first leg entails. Milton stretching it out just a bit. And we're looking at about a 60 flat first lap. Shepherd Hill right there. Hopkinton is 3rd. North Attleboro, Barica 5th. Hingham in last. And Hopkinton trying to get themselves back in this race. They have a very good 4x4 as well. This may be one of the most competitive races of the day. Because not only do they have to race each other, they have to race that fast mark set by Tewksbury from the previous heat. 4:11.21. Let's see. Now it's Shepherd Hill starting to pull away. And they will get the baton in first place at the second exchange, going to the third leg. Still at about 4-minute pace. Very fast. Again, Wellesley, fastest time in Massachusetts this year with just over 4 flat. I believe Milton has run 4:05.
Hopkinton grabs second here.
Still on 4 flat pace for Shepherd Hill. Chasing that Massachusetts #1. This is an awful lot of ground to make up, but Hopkinton is closing. Into the final exchange. Shepherd Hill is tiring.
Yes.
Hopkinton is closing that gap.
Don't count Milton out.
And we will see. About 3:04, 3:05 of the handoff.
We got O'Leary, right?
We do have O'Leary for Milton on the anchor leg in third. Very fast, 400, 600 runner. Hopkinton now closing the gap big time on Shepherd Hill. And we have 1 lap to go. We're going to be about 3:33 with a lap to go. And the question is, can Shepherd Hill hold off Hopkinton? Shepherd Hill fighting, holding off in the turn. Hopkinton no doubt will swing around this far into the home. Shepherd Hill fighting still. It doesn't look like Hopkinton has it. And Shepherd Hill will hold on to win in about 4:04. Very fast time. Milton will be third in 4:09. Tewksbury will take 4th from the unseeded heat. North Attleboro will be 5th.
Next on the track is the final race of the day.
So I believe it will be
4 sections of boys.
North Attleboro just edging out Hopkinton for the team title in the girls. I believe it will be 49-46 North Attleboro with the victory on the girls' side. Very competitive. And now here. First section of boys 4x4s. Tewksbury out in front. They have 2 teams in this race. The boys 4x4 meet record 324.4 from Oliver Ames back in 1980. The all-division record set a year prior in 1979, 318.3 from Brockton. Now we got Greater Lowell, Tewksbury, Shepherd Hill, Tewksbury, Dartmouth, Marlborough, Fian, Winchester.
Those have to be 2 of the oldest times.
318.3 is very fast.
Yeah. That relay team was inducted to the Mstca Hall of Fame a couple years back.
As they should be.
Yes.
It's very rare we have a team dip under 320, let alone almost 2 full seconds. And I do believe this is Burncoat ahead of Greater Lowell. Tewksbury, Dartmouth, Tewksbury, Shepherd Hill, Marlborough, Winchester. And now Tewksbury taking that lead. 1 lap to go here in the third leg. Greater Lowell striving to get back. Working hard on that back stretch.
After 10 minutes scored, top 5. Fifth place, Sharon, 22.
And Tewksbury and Greater Lowell
31.
basically neck and neck.
Third place, Tewksbury, 32. Second place, Hopkinton, 46. And North Attleboro, 49.
So North Attleboro took home the girls' team title. 3 points over Hopkinton. It's the type of meet you like to see. And as Winchester gets the baton to their last leg, we have Greater Lowell take the lead over Tewksbury, heading into the final lap.
So that 4x4 placing in the unseeded heat was the difference.
Yes, if Tewksbury did not place in the unseeded heat, North Attleboro, yeah, interesting. That's why you got to always finish through the line. Greater Lowell takes that section about 3:48. Move on to section 2 now.
Section 2 of 4 will have Walpole.
So Fletch, let's take this time to plug Marathon Sports.
Westboro, Bishop Ian, North Attleboro, Milton, and Billerica.
Absolutely. Not only does Marathon Sports have everything you need, whether you're a casual runner, track and field athlete, somewhere in between, walker, jogger, fitness guru, shoes, injury prevention tools, remedies, socks, GPS watches, anything you need. Marathon Sports can supply and also help you with the knowledgeable sales associates and employees that work there. Not only are we going to sell you something, they'll make sure that you get the right thing you need, whether it be a shoe or what else. Also, anybody interested in any sort of attire, whether you're a team or you're a gym or you have a running club, Marathon Sports does team sales, supplies anything you need. Check us out at marathonsports.com or the Twitter handle at Marathon Sports. Section 2 of 4 here. Sharon in the lead. With Neshoba right there.
This is Sharon. Neshoba, Bishop Ian. Bishop Ian, Sharon, Neshoba.
Bishop Fian swings out to take the lead here. Neshoba,
Bishop Ian,
Sharon right there with Westboro closing. And we have Milton and Billerica and North Attleboro B. Again, as we near the end of this meet, I want to thank you again for joining us on BayStateRunning.com for the Division III State Relay live stream. Make sure you're familiar with BayStateRunning.com. It will be, if it is not already, your authority for Massachusetts track and field at the high school level. And this is Sharon now. Another lap to go in that third leg. Opening up a big lead over Fian.
For the following teams, please pick up their medals.
Starting to spread out now.
DMR boys. Tewksbury, DMR girls. Billerica, shot put boys. Neshoba, North Attleboro, high jump girls.
Sharon trying to get to that finish line. Handoff one more time. Fian closed the gap. Westboro overtakes Neshoba for third. Milton and Billerica in North Attleboro. Coming up on 1 lap to go, Fian is closing in on Sharon. Who brings the finish this time? Sharon trying to stretch out the lead. Bishop Fian not giving him an inch. It's going to be a battle on the home stretch now. Sharon trying to go. And they will. They'll take that section at about 3:42 high. 2 more sections remain on the track.
On the track next, section 3 of 4, Stoke, Hingham, Malden Catholic, Dartmouth, Milford, Winchester.
So we believe with 2 events left, the long jump, which is done, but I believe being scored right now, and the 4x4, Pembroke has that 5-point lead on North Attleboro. But if we are being told the right information, it seems it's going to end up being North Attleboro 5 points up going into the 4x4.
And North Attleboro is seated second or third?
North Attleboro is seated second in the 4x4 behind Pembroke, who is seated first.
So this heat actually might play a factor as well.
Absolutely. We will see how many teams from here can sneak into the money. As we come up to that first exchange.
Hi, Fletch. What team's leading?
The interesting thing about Division 3 is I feel like there's only 3 uniform colors.
And those binoculars you're wearing are not as strong as they should be.
This is Milford.
Milford.
It also doesn't help that Milford and Milton are almost spelled identical and have the same uniforms. Winchester trying to catch Milford on that back stretch. Definitely closing that gap. However, bringing the entire chase pack with him. And here's Winchester. Will likely overtake Milford. Going into the second exchange.
Winchester, Milford, anchor leg, third leg, Dartmouth.
And here's that third leg. Milford looking to reclaim that lead over Winchester. Winchester's not letting it happen, though. Passing going into the turn. Winchester still holding Milford off.
Stride for stride coming off the curve.
I almost just said stride for stride, but Coach Lom took the words right out of my mouth. Winchester still holding off Milford. Heading into the back stretch for the final time in this leg. Milford gathering for one more attack.
Still stride for stride.
Gets by this time.
Milford and Winchester.
And now to the anchor legs. Milford, Winchester, Dartmouth. There's your top 3. Stoughton, Malden Catholic, and then Hingham. One lap to go. It is Winchester back in the lead. These two teams have battled all race. Winchester trying to hold off Milford. Milford swinging wide in the backstretch. Winchester's holding him off. Going into the turn. Ooh. A little bit of a chopped stride there.
This is Milford and Winchester.
Winchester's going to try and get back. But Milford's going to hold on to win this section about 3:37, which is a fast time.
Final section.
Top seed is only Pembroke, seated at 3:31.
Walpole, Shepherd Hill, Pembroke and North Attleboro. Pembroke with 38 points, North Attleboro 33.
That's got to be without the long jump, right?
It must be without the long jump, which means that it would likely be North Attleboro 43, Pembroke 38, heading into this final event.
I don't know if we can get an update on that somehow.
We do strive to bring the most accurate information to you as soon as we can. And here we go, seeded section of the boys 4x4. And it looks like Pembroke out in front, followed by North Attleboro, Shepherd Hill, Hopkinton, Walpole, and Duxbury. I do not believe that the long jump scores are in the system yet. But this is Pembroke now, likely needing to outscore North Attleboro by 5 points to clinch a share of the title.
A lot of times in these relay meets, the 4x4, you don't necessarily have your best 4 kids left.
Correct, it's tough. And if you do, usually it's their third race of the day.
Right.
Pembroke still in the lead here over Shepherd Hill. North Attleboro in third.
That 337, 338 unseeded heat
North Attleboro has to be careful here.
might play a factor in this.
North Attleboro has got to be as close to Pembroke as they can, or else they run the risk of being bumped down. Pembroke here, their third leg now. And here's North Attleboro. And North Attleboro is closing that gap big time. Right on the shoulder of Pembroke now. 1 lap to go in this third leg. Might have gone a bit too soon as Pembroke extends that lead one more time. But North Attleboro is fighting. Shepherd Hill is striving to get back into it. About 15 meters between first, second, and third. And now Pembroke here. And North Attleboro in second.
Following the results of the boys' long jump in 6th place, Marlboro, 53-3.
Long jump results being announced now.
In 5th place, Westboro, 53-9
1 lap to go for Pembroke.
4th place, Tewksbury, 53-11
Shepherd Hill.
In 3rd place, Scout, 55-4
Shepherd Hill closing on North Attleboro. Shepherd Hill, if they are able to do this, they could bump down North Attleboro. Pembroke will take 10 points. Shepherd Hill, North Attleboro is going to finish.
37.
It's going to be very close for North Attleboro. So you add 10 points to North Attleboro's previous total, that's 43. Add 10 more to Pembroke's previous total, that's 48.
Hit your
to the awards table, to the announcers table, the boys from North Attleboro long jump team. That is a new meet record, averaging 20 feet apiece.
I think that North Attleboro is going to just hang on to take it.
It's not up to date.
But we will see. If North Attleboro came in third in the 4x4, they will win. If they came in fourth, in the 4x4, they will finish in second.
The score's up in the board there. I'm not sure. That must be after the long jump, but before the 4x4.
So we shall see. I'm sure North Attleboro is waiting to see what the decimals were on that 4x4.
Yeah, I want to say it was the unseeded heat went high 337.
Right, and I think North Attleboro might have been underneath it. But that's what the meet's going to be. So I believe third place for North Attleboro will give them the team title. Fourth place will give them the runner-up trophy to Pembroke.
Sixth place, Duxbury, 339.57. Fifth place, Winchester.
We'll find out soon.
338. In fourth place, Milford, 337.45.
It looks like North Attleboro will get 6 points, which will put them 49 points over Pembroke's 48, I believe.
Final scores after 10 events in fifth place, Tewksbury, 18. In fourth place, Bishop Bean, 20. In third place, Hingham, 28. In second place, losing by 1 point,
Pembroke 48, and North Attleboro 49. Not just a point, but by fractions of a second.
Yes.
Gives North Attleboro the Division III title for the boys over Pembroke.
Well, that's how it should be, right? All
Absolutely.
comes down to the 4x4.
Absolutely. And that's the drama of track and field.
Is that going to be a preview for the divisional meet? It's going to be the question, right?
Should be.
Yeah.
I mean, if you see, it seems like both teams were strong across the board, both field and running. But if North Attleboro has 3 kids who are jumping 20 feet in the long jump, we're going to rack up some big-time points there.
Yeah, but Pembroke might get a lot of distance points as well. So
Exactly.
with the 4x8 and 4x4 and 4x2 as well. So it's be a lot of fun in a few weeks.
It will be.
But that's it from here, right?
Absolutely. Thank you for joining us at Bay State Running. We'll see you next Saturday.